need to have your English documents translated to French before applying for your French visa from the United States? No.
But everything changes once you're in France.
In this video, we'll talk about when to get your documents translated, who needs to do the translation, so you don't end up wasting your time and money.
Hi, I'm Raina.
I'm Jason.
We are Baguette Bound, an American family living in the French countryside of southwest France since 2022.
Okay, so here is the good news to start. When you're applying for a French visa from the US, you generally do not need to translate your documents for your application.
Oh, one less thing to do beforehand.
Absolutely. This means your birth certificate, your marriage certificate, your financial paperwork and documents, these can all stay in English. This is because the consulate or the visa processing center in the US is equipped to handle English language documents. Fantastic, right?
There's one twist.
Yes.
Once you get to France, you will quickly find out that the English documents are not going to cut it anymore. They will not be accepted by the French administration within France. I accidentally sent Juliana's untranslated English birth certificate to sign up for healthcare. It was promptly sent back to me and rejected. Well, wasn't sent back, just rejected with a letter.
Yeah. Once you're in France, you will need your official French translations of all your documents for all sorts of things, like signing up for French healthcare, exchanging your US driver's license, and maybe even your immigration renewals. These translations cannot be done by your aunt who majored in French at college. It doesn't matter how fluent she is.
Sorry.
The translations must be done by a French Court of Appeal approved translator called a traducteur assermenté, or a sworn translator in English.
So that means any translations you had done in the US by a non-approved translator could end up being a waste of time.
Right, so do not waste money translating documents in the US before you move. Instead, wait until you're in France, then you can find and use one of these French Court of Approved translators.
You can find these translators listed on this French government website, which we will also link to in the description. They'll know how to prepare your documents to meet the local requirements, and your translated documents will come with an official translation stamp on them.
That official stamp's important. Now, if you're wondering what kinds of documents you'll need to have translated, think of anything that shows name changes or connections between family members. So birth certificates, marriage, adoption, divorce certificates, any kind of name change documents you might have. You might also need to have your driver's license and official driving record translated, but only if you're going to exchange your US license for a French one while you're here.
So if you can, while you're ordering all these documents in the US, it is a great idea to get extra certified copies of these kinds of documents. And while we're talking about all this, never mail your originals. I don't care what they ask you for. And if you're in France and you only have like one certified copy left of a certain document, don't send it. Make just a regular photocopy and send that.
Yes, absolutely. When you mail these documents off to the French government, the French administration for processing, you will never get them back. You'll never see them again. They're gone. So if you send off your last certified copy of something, you might be stuck. Sending certified copies is best, but we've had regular photocopies that were accepted many times. Now, the way you work with translators will vary in terms of how you get the documents to them, what exactly the charges will be, but a typical cost is around 30 to 40 euros per page.
We have used a specific service here in France multiple times we've been really happy with. It's on the resource list. You could probably use them still from the US actually, but I like them because you can do most of the communication via email. They give you a quote that way, and they usually have a pretty quick turnaround time. We don't have any financial relationship with them. We've just been happy with the service, and I found this stressful trying to figure out which translator on that directory to use. So we thought we'd pass it along, and it's on the resource list.
So here's the big takeaways. You don't need translations of your official documents to apply for your French visa in the US, but be ready to tackle this step as soon as you're here.
Yep.
Make sure you use a court-appointed translator and never mail off your originals. Never.
Or your last one of anything.
Now, if you have questions about moving to France that you can't quite Google and find online, check out our Ask Us Anything consult service on our website.
Maybe we can help. Thanks for watching.
A bientôt.